You're a scruffy looking boy, aren't you? Huh? You're not very black. What are you doing with all your black feathers? Right. With Mrs. Hopalong there, bringing up the rear. Mrs. Hopalong spent the night in the cage. I let her out about an hour and a half ago. She's determined to sit in that corner where the broodies sit, so I think I shall cage her again as we put them to bed tonight, just to keep her... She wasn't very hot when I picked her up. Oh, sorry, Ida, did I wake you? I didn't even know she was there in the long grass. Are you resting? Hmm? She cantered up after us last night. Very happy sheep. I think Ludo will come and shear you later this month, or beginning of next month. It's been too cool, hasn't it? Huh? And we got rain due tomorrow, so... The lawnmower's getting blocked, as you saw in the previous video. And he's going down tomorrow to pick up... It was a sort of a stand that you could buy to stand it up on, to look underneath, rather than go to all that rigmarole of the jack and the car ramps. We're going to go down tomorrow and buy the stand and hopefully have a word with the guy to work out why it's getting blocked. So all these lumps of grass shouldn't be here. It shouldn't be dropping lumps of grass. It looks so much better. The front looks much better. I mean, it obviously got blocked once it was out here. The front looks amazing. It was just so quick to change the whole thing out there. If it weren't for the molehills, it would be even better. Look at the size of these nettles, look. Can only do so much, my 76-year-old man. And here, the whole potager covered in nettles. Oh, something's just stung the back of my leg. Ha! You think there's corn going, do you? There isn't. I'm just getting a chair. Yeah, so she was caged in there overnight, and she'll be back in there tonight. See if I can sit on that chair without sinking. Yeah, that's not too bad. So yeah, I've been I've done a lot, and I feel really well. I had my blood test this morning, and when I got there, it was Benoit, who's always very chatty, and he sort of said, "Yeah, ça va," and I went, "Oui, on forme." You know, I mean, I felt really well. If it weren't for the pain in my hands and a bit of the pain in my neck, my energy levels are really good, and I think that's down to the inflammation having, you know, really, really reduced with the very reduced gluten. I did have some gluten in the UK, but, you know, very reduced gluten, very, very little, you know, in the way of sugar. And I think that's helped. So when I go to see my rheumatologist next week, I shall start reducing my steroids, because I think the steroids, the level that I'm at, which is 10 milligrams a day, is part of the cause of my neck pain. Or I say neck pain, it's below my neck on my right shoulder blade. I think it's called myofascial pain, which is the thin um, um, coating of your muscles as they attach to everything, and it sort of tightens. I think that's what it is, and I think the higher level of steroids you're on, the more you get that. One of the days last week, we were still in Lincoln. I think it might have been on Wednesday evening. I was sitting in the hotel and I just sat and cried. I was in such a lot of pain and just was so sick. I spent the whole day in pain. That's what happens. I go and I have a bit of a crisis. So I reach a point of really, really, horrible. And that releases, because I cry and give in and, mention it, because I try and not say anything, because it's fucking boring. To me, it's boring. And so I try not to say anything, but actually I reach a point of, I don't want to do this. It really is horrible. But having released all the tension, I suppose, of me holding in the tears rather than crying, I began to feel better. And I think on our last day, on the Thursday, I felt much more comfortable. I think maybe we had quite a siesta before we went to Phil's as well, which helped, for having relaxed my body. Because when I'm here, we do slump on the sofa for about an hour after dinner, and it helps relax all your muscles and, makes things a bit better. So I think we had a bit of a siesta today. I can't remember why I woke. Sure, something woke me yesterday. I got a phone call yesterday that woke me. I'm not sure what woke me today. I probably needed a wee or something. So yeah, you saw me doing quite a bit in the garden, and I carried on and did a bit of weeding out the back as well, in the smaller bit at the back there, behind the fence that Ludo's built. And noticed that Strimmer Man has strimmed three plants that I planted. He helped me plant one of the plants. I'm lost for words. I can't tell you the times he's trimmed down something that I've planted or that I'm nurturing or that I'm growing. He really doesn't know the difference between plants, flowers and weeds. It's very frustrating, and it's pointless pointing them out to him because he'll forget. It's absolutely pointless. What are you waiting for, Ida? Huh? Very rude having your back to us. So yeah, forecast tomorrow is rain, so I'm pleased that he wasn't sure after he'd been under the lawnmower how much he was going to be able to manage, because he was quite tired. And once he'd done the front, I said, "Are you going to go around the back?" He said, "Oh yeah, I'm on a roll now." So he was out here for about, I think out the back it probably took him about an hour, maybe a bit more, because he had to keep stopping and unblocking it. It's a lot better, but yeah, all those little lumps of grass shouldn't really be there. I've just been going through the on the TV, need to turn around because all the chickens are behind me. All the programs that, having a look, because I don't look when I'm really tired and with all the build up to leaving. I don't look to see what's going to be on TV. It's not something I do very often. So I've just been through and I've booked some recordings. Sewing Bee is back. I only just spotted that. I don't sew. I'm not a sewer, but I really enjoy watching it. What else do I watch? The Yorkshire Vet. Location. So those three are recording. There's a new hospital documentary that I'm recording. Will record. It's nice really, because then I have things that when I do slump at about 4, I can slump and watch something. And I'm sort of limited at the moment. I've not got a lot to watch. Okay, I'm going to open up and hope that you don't go and settle down. But if you do, at bedtime you'll be coming back out again in the cage. I'm not going to put you to bed yet. Don't panic. She's probably going to make herself comfortable. What are you going to do? Huh? The trouble is, if she's not in the cage, she can make herself comfortable in here somewhere, dig herself a nest. So she's clucking. Yes, I hear you. She's a bit pale. Yeah. Looking for somewhere to get yourself comfortable, aren't you? Well, don't worry. You'll be in the cage later. So I'm uploading the video that you will have seen of lawn mowing. And I've uploaded it without music, and I'm going to have to find some music on YouTube. I could look elsewhere. Phil sent me a link yesterday to a no fee, no copyright music channel, but I haven't worked out how I will use it. So I'll have a look and see what YouTube offers of us. Speed it up. The good thing about it is that Mark, as you saw, I think he laid down on the ground at least twice. I think he was down there 3 times. And it's a real struggle for him to get up. But actually, because it's speeded up, it looked like he got up really well. I said, you'll be pleased to know that you're just looking like you're getting up like a normal person. I think there's a lot of crickets. You can probably hear them. I can just pick up some. I hear them at night when we come down, but now he's cut the grass, they'll have all shifted. Just vaguely hear some cricket noise. I used to hear it a lot until I sort of, my hearing gradually worsened. So this is the Bramley apple tree. Got to wait and see what happens. Wait for June drop. But actually that can come off and that can come off. That can come off.